Hey viewers, this is the General, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. This week I want to talk about two different comic books that I got to read this week. One of them I'm a week behind. I got busy with finals and things that were going on in my life, so didn't get time to read it until this week. And then I want to talk about some things that I've picked up recently. First, I want to start with this week's Venom #1, which came out. It's being written by Donny Cates, and the art is done by Ryan Stegman. First, I want to say, fantastic. It was a great book. If you already have read anything by Donny Cates, you've probably read Baby Teeth, Rednecks, God Country, or his Thanos run, which, if you haven't read his Thanos run, I highly, highly recommend it. It is fantastic. I believe next month, which would be June, is going to be his trade paperback for that Thanos run, and definitely pick it up. Great art, great story. Definitely the best Thanos story that I've ever read. When it came to this book, Venom is not one of the characters that I've ever really been into. I saw his name on it, and immediately I had to pick it up. Only because of Donny Cates did I even consider this book. And as a character, I've known a little bit about Venom. You know, I'm not the biggest Spider-Man fan. The only run I've ever read of him is Superior Spider-Man. And I really enjoyed that series, but other than that, that's about it. Which is kind of weird, because my favorite villain is Doc Ock. Dr. Octopus. So, I don't know. It's kind of weird. But, enough about that. So this is Venom #1, and to start off, go buy this. If you like darker stories, and if you like Donny Cates, definitely go check this book out. It has a good story to start out, and it has very good artwork. The thing that I thought was interesting about this book compared to Thanos is Thanos, I felt like, was like pushed into your face all this excitement and things that are to come. And I think that he kind of knew that he wasn't going to get a full run on Thanos. While this story, it seems more, at a slower pace. And that's not a bad thing. I don't mean there isn't anything interesting that happens in this book action-wise, but it is a little bit slower paced. He's building the story, and that's perfectly fine. I think that that's a great way to do it. He did that in God Country, and it worked out. Art-wise, I absolutely love it. I think that this is a very well-done book, and I think that Stegman's art fits it perfectly. Sometimes there's some artists that have good art, but it might not fit their style to do certain books. But this one, Stegman's certainly does a very good job. My only problem with the book, and it's something minor, something that I just picked up on. So you see here, I don't want to give away too much, but you see here that Eddie Brock gets captured by this ex-military guy, and basically he tells him that he's not the first guy to be Venom, and that there was actually a group of them that used to have symbiote suits. And I don't know, I feel like that story's been done too many times. The whole, you're not the first, there's actually been others that have been you, or have done things that are like you. And, that's okay. I mean, I don't know. It just might be me. But overall, I'd give the story about an 8 to 8.5. I still do recommend this book. If you get a chance, please go pick it up. And then the other book I'd like to talk about is The New Avengers #1. Like I said, I didn't get time to read this last week. I know it came out. I'm a week behind. I apologize. But I actually really enjoyed this book. And, I mean, I had to go with the variant. This is the Young Guns, that series that Marvel's doing right now. And I really enjoyed this cover. I think the first Ed McGuinness cover A, is really good. But, I don't know. I kind of like more of the Virgin-style comics. I don't know. It's something that I like to hang up on my wall. But overall, the story is really good. McGuinness's art is impressive as always. I've always been a comic book fan, but it wasn't until I was about 14 years old, I believe, when Captain America was killed. I had to go get Ed McGuinness's cover B of The Death of Captain America. That was something I had to go get, and I fell in love with his artwork because of it. And so that was actually the first collectible comic book I ever got. It wasn't just the general reading books. It was the general now was collecting them. And so enough about that. So let's talk about a little bit about the story. So, they do the whole, I think it was a billion year, I think this is the billion year Avengers or million year. I don't know what it is. It's okay. That part's interesting. I like Odin. I like that there used to be another Phoenix and stuff like that. It's an interesting idea. I think it'd be more interesting if they did it into its own series. You know how DC has done the Justice League 3000? I mean, say what you will about the book, but it was kind of interesting to see a futuristic, or in this case, it would be a past version of the Avengers. I think it'd be kind of cool to see that. I don't know. Food for thought, I guess. So here we see, the original three: Thor, Steve Rogers, and Iron Man talk about, bringing back the Avengers. Thor's all for it. Cap is all for it. Tony is not too happy about it. But overall, I think the story is really good. I think it sets up for a great story arc. And, I love how they can just throw in Doctor Strange and Black Panther working together. And, it feels natural in the way that it flows, the story does to me. And it feels cinematic in a lot of ways. And I think that's really, really cool, especially for, these characters like the new Ghost Rider. I actually really like the new Ghost Rider. I'm not too picky with Ghost Rider. I just like the whole damnation thing of him. She-Hulk, okay. I feel like they didn't really do much with her. I think they could have done a little bit more. But overall, good book. I'd give it a solid 8. I wouldn't give it an 8 to 8.5 like Venom. I wasn't, I feel like I was maybe a little bit harder on this book just because, I don't know, I feel like that whole "you're not the first" is kind of cliched. While this book, I feel like it has the potential to be a great Avengers run. Jason Aaron is a fantastic writer, and Ed McGuinness's art is great as always. So definitely pick up either one of these. And then I want to talk about some things that I've been picking up the last week to 2 weeks. I've been getting a few packages. Recently, I just got Captain America 217. Kind of a cool book. I love the art. I love this old 70s style. I'm a huge Captain America fan, so I try to collect anything Captain America. Really nervous about this next book that's coming out that Coates is doing. If you've read anything on that, there's a lot of YouTube videos on that. I don't want to go into it, but I'm very nervous about that one. Enough about that one. Let's go back to these. Captain America 168, which is a really cool first appearance of Zemo. Then we have Captain America 208. And then these I was pretty excited to pick up. I got them for really cheap. Daredevil 232 and Daredevil 233, which are the first appearances of the Nuke. So I thought that was kind of cool. He's a character that I really enjoy. And then I also picked up Captain America 359. Kind of a cool book. First appearance of... I don't remember. My mind just went blank. It'll come to me. Captain America 385. No significance. I just wanted it. I think it has a really cool cover, and I think it would look really cool on my wall. Certain books I'll buy doubles of, or if it's something like this, I just buy it specifically for the art. I like to hang my books up. I'm a huge fan of characters like Captain America, Black Bolt, the Punisher, Cable. Moon Knight is my favorite. I have a lot of Moon Knight stuff. I actually have a first appearance of Moon Knight. Not in the greatest condition, but it's not bad. It's CGC graded. So I'm very thankful to have that. other things I've picked up. I'm re-buying all the Thor God of Thunder by Jason Aaron. I had to sell my set about a year ago. I was tight on money, so I had to get rid of it. Unfortunately, I've had to sell some of my comics over the years, and I have space issues. But I'm glad to get these back. I'm super excited for his new story that Jason Aaron's doing. My comic shop actually sold me this poster. I got it for, I think it was like $4. It's pretty cool. Said he didn't want to hang it, was going to get rid of it anyways. So he sold it to me for $4. So I was pretty happy about that. I got Captain America 695 signed. This I got through Midtown. And it comes with a COA. And at first I was pretty excited. Like I said, I'm a Captain America fan, so anything kind of collectible I'll buy. But Mark Waid's been kind of getting on my nerves lately with the way he's been with his fans on Facebook and Twitter and all that. So, I don't know. Then I picked up Steel, the Indestructible Man #1. This is the first appearance of Commander Steel from DC. I thought it was pretty cool. And I love weird, heroes that people don't usually talk about. So that was one I definitely had to pick up. I also picked up his Alex Ross cover. I thought it was pretty cool. I love the design. That's actually what was like, I made me go, oh wow, I need to go buy his first appearance. I just think that's pretty awesome looking. Then I picked up the Midtown exclusive Action Comics 1000, which I think is awesome. I had to get the Virgin cover. You can get a colored version. This one's nice too, but I paid the extra $5. It was worth it. And then I picked up, for Free Comic Book Day, I picked up the Avengers Captain America story. And I'm not going to do a review on this. There's already enough reviews on these stories. I've already read it, but I'm not necessarily the happiest with who they've picked to do Captain America, but, I'm going to give it a chance. I mean, I can't complain until I read it and then see exactly what's going on and what he's going to do with the story. From this, though, it does make me worried. Definitely. And then also, and if you get a chance, go to Indiegogo.com and in the search bar, type in Jawbreakers. Definitely check out this comic book. It has a great group of guys working on it. I'm very excited. It's met all its stretch goals, and you can still purchase your copy. You can get the $25. If you live in the United States, it's free shipping, and you get, 3 stories, 3 comic books, and if you get the $50, you get 3 prints, so you can hang them on your wall. Definitely check this out. I'm very excited for this project. I've already backed it, and I am so excited to get this in August or September. They're saying August, but, there might be a little bit of a delay. But definitely check it out. And also, I want to give a recommendation for an album. My recommendation for this video is Red Fang. This is a self-titled album. If you've never heard of these guys, they're more of a sludge metal band. Little heavy, kind of has a doomsy sound. Doom metal was kind of created by Black Sabbath. It's fantastic. This is a couple years old. These guys have made 3 CDs since, and recommendations off this album: Prehistoric Dogs, Sharks, and Birds on Fire. Sure, why not? That's a good song. So definitely check out this, and I want to thank you guys again for watching this video. Hit like and subscribe, and look up my Twitter. I'll keep the link in my videos. Have a good day.